Since the emergence of cricket, we have witnessed some truly exceptional players who have graced the pitch and etched their names in the history of international cricket. But some players have been so good that their name and fame transcend generations and they will be remembered for years to come. One such legend is Sir Garfield Sobers, who, with his bat as well as the ball, destroyed the oppositions. Sobers not only was a run machine but also was super aggressive in his batting style. He scored tons of runs and scored them really fast to get his team into match-winning positions. But what really sets Sobers apart from the rest is the fact that he was essentially three players rolled into one, rather than the two that most all-rounders can claim to be. He could bowl fast, medium and spin, being effective with all of them. Sobers was so great that even Sir Don Bradman said, "Gary Sobers is the greatest all-round cricketer I've ever seen." So the question is Sir Garfield Sobers the greatest cricketer of all time? Well, why don't you watch the video till the end and decide for yourself if Gary Sobers was the best or not. Let's get started. Born on 28 July 1936 in Barbados, West Indies, Sobers showed the ability and enthusiasm to play with great skill almost any sport involving a ball. He would impress everyone from his school days and made his first-class debut at the age of 16. His performances did not go unnoticed as at the age of 17, he made his Test debut in March 1954 against England. Gary was first drafted in as a left-arm orthodox spinner and made a good impression by taking 4 wickets in England's first innings. The next 3 years saw Sobers trying to establish himself in Test cricket, and it was soon realized, both by the West Indies and by the opponents, that he possessed extraordinary skills with the bat. However, he was not able to capitalize on the opportunities given to him, as he would just score a couple of half centuries during that time. It was only when Pakistan toured the West Indies in 1958 that Sobers could finally break the jinx and prove to the world that he was not just any normal player. Hey, by the way, I work really hard on these videos and I would really appreciate if you just like the video and subscribe to my channel. It was in the 3rd test played at Kingston that he could finally find the magical 3-figure mark. However, Sobers did not stop with a mere century. He continued to bat on and converted this 100 into a triple century as he destroyed Pakistan with his bat. Sobers batted for 614 minutes and struck 38 boundaries as he batted his way to a host of new records, including the one for the highest individual score in Test cricket. His unbeaten 365 remained the tallest score in Test till Brian Lara overtook this in 1994. At 21 years and 216 days, he is the youngest player to break the individual scoring records in Tests and remains the youngest triple centurion. Speaking about potential, a past legend of West Indian cricket, Sir Frank Worrell, once said about Sobers, "There is no end to his infinite potential." The year 1958 was also more than satisfying for the Barbadian as he mounted a huge milestone of almost 1300 runs that year, with a massive 6 tons to his name. But then, tragedy struck in September 1959 when Sobers met with an accident. Fortunately, Sobers was saved, but sadly, his friend and colleague Coley Smith did not survive. Any normal player's career would have derailed from here, but Gary Sobers showed the world why he was the best. He made a comeback in just 4 months, smashing 226 versus England at Barbados. He had every reason to turn superstitious, but Garfield sent Auburn Sobers, chose application and hard work to succeed, and he never gave up. After this, he became an unstoppable force, scoring runs effortlessly. Later, Gary even said, "I realized that the West Indies had lost Kohli, who could have been a great cricketer, and I would be letting my country down if I disappeared into the mist of alcoholic haze. It suddenly struck me forcibly that I no longer had to play for Garfield Sobers. I had to do 2 men's job, Kohli's and mine." His career batting stats were as solid as they come, scoring more than 8,000 test runs in 93 tests with an average of whopping 57.78 with 26 centuries and 30 half centuries. A conversion rate of 90% in getting a ton whenever he reached the first milestone of a 50. However, it was not just the runs that he scored, but the manner in which he did made Sobers unique. He could hit any shot, which was why Barry Richards called him the only 360-degree player in the game. No bowler could claim to have troubled him, as he had all the weapons to tackle all types of bowling, whether it was spin bowlers in turning tracks of India or it was the fast bowlers of Australia. He played them with ease. Australia and England were his favourite victims, as he played in an outstanding fashion against these two, scoring more than 1500 runs against the former and 3500 plus runs against the latter. at a time when players were happy with the batting averages in the 40s. The barbaric Barbadians' batting average of 57.78 was the fifth highest of all batters, having scored more than 5,000 runs. As of March 2019, he has the third highest number of centuries for West Indies in tests, and also he had the record for the most runs scored by a player in test cricket until 1981. And did you know, he was the first batsman ever to hit 6 sixes in one over. On August 31st, 1968, Gary Sobers made history after he hit all Malcolm Nash's ball for 6. This tally of 36 runs in an over broke a 57-year-old record of 34 runs held by Ted Alletson. If you look at his bowling, he could bowl just about everything with the cricket ball, be it fast ball, medium pace with seam, left arm orthodox and Chinaman. The man could do it all. He picked up 235 wickets at an average of under 35. He was much more effective when he bowled fast. With the new ball, he could make the delivery curve late in flight at high speed, his action being a loose, springy run followed by a whiplash delivery. His bouncer was considered difficult to read, and many considered it was more vicious than even Wes Hall's. As a testament to his greatness, Sobers was knighted in 1975 for his services to cricket by Queen Elizabeth II, and his country honoured him with the title National Hero of Barbados. There are numerous people who consider Callis or Botham as better all-rounders, but the versatility of Sobers is ridiculously difficult to match. Except for batting right-handed and wicket-keeping in international cricket, he literally did everything that can be done on the field. His records and achievements are too numerous to list in a single video, but his legacy lives on through the countless cricketers he has inspired. So guys, that's it for today's video. I hope you enjoyed this journey into the life and career of the great Sir Gary Sobers. And please let me know in the comments below if you think Sir Garfield Sobers was the best of all time. Thank you all for the love and support. Don't forget to like, share and subscribe to my channel for more captivating stories about cricket legends. Until then, keep watching the beautiful game. See you soon.